Hey everyone, how's it going? Octopus here and welcome back to Union Cross. I just got off work. I'm still in my uniform. You know what? Let's get a little bit relaxed here. Let's get a little bit relaxed. I'm kind of like just going crazy today. Worked 11 hours. I got to wake up early and I was like, oh, I got to get this video in because I love talking to you guys. I love talking to you guys about everything that's going on in this game, and it's been great every single time. The comment section, I'm telling you guys, I read everything you guys put down there. I don't respond as much as I used to, but I read everything, and I just want to say that I love you guys. You guys are an amazing community. Everything about all these videos, Discord, talking on YouTube comments has been amazing, and I'm just so excited every time I come home. I'm like, yes, I'm off work. I don't need to change. I'm gonna hop on the camera. I'm gonna talk to everybody, get some Kingdom Hearts love in there, and you know what? Amazing feeling. I just want to say thank you guys for all the support. I want to step back and just take that moment to just really thank you guys for always leaving comments, for always smashing that like button. I don't even ask for any of this. I don't ask you guys to subscribe. I don't ask you guys to leave a like, and you guys just do it. So you're amazing, and I want you guys to know that you are absolutely amazing. Every single one of you are special in some way, no matter what anybody says. It's cheesy as hell, but I don't care. I want to let you guys know that I appreciate you. So roll up my sleeves. Let's get into this video. Starting off, presents. Look what I got, guys. Top 1,000. If you don't remember, there was a notice saying, hey, we screwed up. We told you guys there's only 4 dots when it was supposed to be 5 dots. So top 1,000 people actually got an extra Chernobog. And I'm pretty sure I'm still saying that wrong, but I got myself an extra copy. That video will be coming out soon because it's going to be a deciding factor if I'm going to guilt it or not guilt it, depending on that trait. Because low-key, that medal is actually really good. Think about Zigbar. Zigbar is 2 tiers down. I know it's super effective to all attributes, which makes Zigbar very unique, but on that medal right there versus speed or power, he's got a lot of potential. Like, you don't need negative 60 traits on him for him to work out great. But if he does have that negative 60, you don't need any other general defense down medals on your Keyblade because he will work by himself with 0.2 carry perfectly. So I'm really excited to do that video, kind of like a metal spotlight on it. I might guilt it, I don't know. I'm very torn between it at the moment. Tell me what you guys think of Chernobog, if I'm saying that right, in the comment section, and let me know what decision you would make if you're in my situation at the moment. But let's talk about this update. Take note, I'm in 957th place in Coliseum, so this video is going to be connected to that. What banner we got right now? Banner looks pretty good. It's the only thing that came out. No content. I don't think there's any guilting campaign. Let's go check for the guilting campaign just in case. Yeah, sure, why not? We'll put those two together right now. Alright, so as you can see, it doesn't say you get extra experience or anything like that. So that's how you know there's not a guilting campaign. So let's go back into the notice. No guilting campaign, which I really want. Like, I am stock full of tier 2s, tier 3s, tier 4s, tier 5s that I need to guilt. My inventory is like skyrocketed. It hit over 1,200. I had to delete a bunch of stuff. It's just been insane how much space I need to clear. Like, so much junk. But we're not here for that. We're here for the banner. Let's talk about this new falling price deal. Now, this new falling price deal is straight off. Falling price deals are the best way for anybody new that wants to spend money in the game to catch up, because 1,900 jewels per pull is going to be the cheapest way to get a bunch of new medals and guilt them. Now, this is towards new people, because if you are deciding, yo, I play these gacha games, I like spending money, these falling price deals are very good. My friend Byron, he caught up by doing story mode and like clearing as much as he could, and then he just pulled during falling price deals, and he got super lucky, and that gave him the edge to be competitive with us. So if you have a bunch of jewels, if you're about to throw a bunch of money, falling price deals help a lot, especially if you get really lucky with those 3 orbs. So personally, I really like the falling price deals. I do really want mercy pulls, but sometimes with the mercy pulls, you don't get what we have right now. Like the mercy pull we have right now with Kairi, 5 pulls, you get Kairi, and you get a guaranteed 3 orb. Where a falling price deal, you get them for 1,900 jewels per pull. There's no mercy, but you can really build up your arsenal of medals if you're deciding to pull a lot. If you're not deciding to pull a lot, especially more than 5 times, then the falling price deal is something you just want to stay away from, because it's not a mercy and you're not going to pull more than 5 times, so there's no reason to really pull. Now, for chasing medals here, guys, straight up, the SP Ansem, I don't like it. I didn't look into JP for this, guys. If you haven't noticed recently, I've stayed away from JP. I kind of want to stay away from spoilers. I'm aware of medals. I'm aware of what good medals are. I'm aware of some events that might be coming out, but I haven't been soaking into it and spoiling everything for me because I really just want to play the game to play it. I don't want to know everything ahead of time. I just want to be surprised sometimes. So I've been half and half looking at spoilers, but me right now looking at my game and looking at this SP Ansem, I'm thinking this is really bad. Like, raises strength by 1 tier for 3 turns, lowers defense of all targets by 1 tier for 3 turns, and then inflicts more damage the higher the slot number. That's good because if it's your powerhouse, you do want to keep him at the end. But his buff and debuff is like, I don't know. I don't feel like it's amazing. It's good because, one, it has a general defense down, which is nice, and it's all targets. So if you do get extra attack, he technically finishes off even without. Okay, forget about extra attack on this medal. Paired up with a 0.2 carry, you have a ×7 buff now and a -2 general defense down, which is pretty good, especially if you have this guy guilted and he's your last hit. You don't really need anything else besides a couple more buffs in between there because he cleans with the strength buff and he adds more to the general defense down for himself. Even on the second last slot of Fenrir, he can really complement your last medal as well. So he's not terrible, but I honestly expect more at the part of the game we're in right now. So if you guys have something different to say about SP Ansem, again, I'm not looking ahead of time anymore. I will if it's something really good, but at this point we know what we want and we know what we have. So it's real easy to read medals, just read them in our game right now instead of looking at JP. We don't have to look at JP. We really shouldn't because we got to look at what's affecting us right now. You can't always look at JP because JP always gets better, better, and better. Just like everyone's like, oh, I'm going to wait for Axel EX when they didn't know about Sephiroth EX. And then Sephiroth EX came out and everyone's like, oh, screw Axel EX, there's Sephiroth EX. And that's just going to keep happening over and over and over. So you can't always look at JP and be like, well, that's what I'm going for, because that's going to change by that time that medal comes out. We've seen it happen so many times already. So, SP Ansem, I'm iffy on it. It's not a terrible medal, but it's not chase worthy. Now, let's hit HD Ventus. So, Maleficent Dragon, game-changing medal for Coliseum. Like, if you want to be top tier Coliseum right now, top 1000, top 100, Maleficent Dragon will change your gameplay amazingly. Like, hands down, a Maleficent Dragon, even without double cast, being copied by a Kiar or Nominee with 0.2 carry, that's 5 general defense down right there with 3 medals. That's crazy because your next 2 medals just have to be heavy hitters and you're clearing Coliseum up to top 1000, no problem. But HD Ventus is technically a better version. In my case, I would want HD Ventus over Maleficent Dragon because of my sleeping line setup. If you guys see Kiar 9, Halloween Sora is just really, really good. I like upright speed medals at the moment. But the small difference between Maleficent Dragon and HD Ventus is that HD Ventus actually doesn't take away your HP, which can really hurt for other medals that say you have to have the max amount of HP, like I believe Axel EX, if your HP is low, you don't do as much damage. So Maleficent Dragon actually counters Axel EX. Like, let me go look at the medal real quick. So if I was using Maleficent Dragon, I would have to use like a 0.2 carry right away just to get my HP back up before I use Axel EX. So right there, raises the speed, we know that, knows the lower, we know that, and this inflicts more damage the higher your HP. So using Maleficent Dragon with Axel EX is kind of a bad combo unless you have a healer in between them. Where Ventus over here, HD Ventus, he actually, am I going to go back here? Let's see. He actually does not have that negative effect to him, but he inflicts more damage and more special attacks used in succession. So you do have to use special after special after special for him to have his full potential of damage. But that's not why I want him. I just want him for his skill, his general defense down, AoE to all targets, 2 general defense down to everybody. This is my chance to gain a Maleficent Dragon technically. Now, he's not our last hope. The next in line, I believe, is HD Wisdom Form Sora. Like, I'm aware of medals. I'm just not spoiling myself on everything that's going on. But we do have more General Defense Down medals coming out. Maleficent Dragon was our power version. Ventus over here is our speed version. And then HD Form Sora is going to, Wisdom Form Sora is going to be our magic version of AoE General Defense Down by 2 tiers. Then I think we're going to get Tsum Tsum medals, so on, so on. There's also another medal that does it. But yeah. And my point in this video here, like if we look at JP right now, the new, spoilers by the way, you guys ready? Spoilers? Okay. The new Riku EX medal, it's 4 tiers down AoE, which you're like, why am I going to pull for these when that's there? Again, it's always going to happen. It's always going to happen. You can't always save for certain medals and hinder your gameplay right now. Realize what you guys need right now, because HD Ventus, Maleficent Dragon, if you want to compete in Coliseum, like top 1000, top 100, top 1000 is not needed so much. You can do other stuff. I'm going to show you in a second. But like top 1000, top 100 guaranteed, you need a Maleficent Dragon in your setup to compete with people who use like Dark Riku, Nominate combos, people who do have a Maleficent Dragon themselves. Pulling this Ventus is like really, really good. But we're all broke. We're all broke right now from 1, key art, 2, gem deals, 3, Axel EX attempts, and now we have Kairi, 0.2 Kairi. So everybody is broke. So if you're low on jewels like I am, and you want to save up for something, and your gameplay at the moment is not bad, like you're passing the events, you're all caught up in story mode, or you're completing story without a problem, you're completing proud mode, not too much struggling in it, then you technically don't need to pull. Me personally, guys, I want to save until Sephiroth EX, but that's because I know my gameplay right now is on point. If your gameplay looks like it needs something from one of these banners, then try a lucky pull here or there. But the best thing to do is if you're low on jewels and you're comfortable where you are at the moment, and I don't mean Coliseum. Coliseum comes and goes, guys. It's something, if you can make top 10,000, you're good. You shouldn't be polling. If you want to poll, it's your game. Do what you guys want. But these videos I make are just kind of tell you what these medals are good for in the moment. And SP Ansem, I can't really see where he fits. Yes, he has some good good combo with 0.2 Kairi because, again, that's 2 General Defense Down and a ×7 strength buff off 2 medals. You don't have to add any other medals. But compared to something like HD Ventus over here, Maleficent Dragon, they're much more worth the chase. So if you want to be competitive in Coliseum, HD Ventus, definitely a good medal. SP Ansem, iffy. But let's go into Coliseum and actually see what I'm talking about. Now, I don't have Maleficent Dragon, and most likely I'm not going to get HD Ventus anytime soon. But I am in top 1000, and that's because I'm using a setup like this, which okay, I have different setups. Don't go, oh, that setup shit, blah, 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 all these setups. I switch them around depending on what I face. These aren't my permanent Keyblades, but I found a permanent Keyblade at the moment, and it's copying 0.2 Kairi twice. One with a Guilted Nominate, doesn't have to be Guilted, I just want to copy Kairi's effect, and Key Art Beginnings copying Kairi. So what this does for me is it gives me ×3 attribute buff, ×3 PSM down for the enemies, and ×3 general defense down for the enemies, all at the same time of having a ×7 strength buff. So my Nova's doing damage, their defenses are down, and now my Sora, if you guys know about my Sora here, Halloween Sora, it doesn't have aerial trait. It has -60 ground trait. So before I decide to do this, because again, I don't have Maleficent Dragon, my Owl, my Smee don't have double cast, but because Kairi offers 3 sets of buffs, a strength buff, general defense down buff, and a PSM up and down, so technically 4 buffs and debuffs, copying that 3 times, or 2 times plus her, having that 3 times, look at the amount of debuffs on the enemy and the amount of buffs on me. It's insane, and it's enough for Sora that does not have -60 aerial trait to do damage to aerial enemies. If I had Ventus, guys, I would take away Key Art Beginnings or Nominate and put Ventus there instead, and also take away like Nominate. I wouldn't copy Kairi at all. I would use Kairi and then use Ventus and then copy Ventus, and that's general defense down ×5. And then the next 2 medals, my Halloween Sora and this Key Art 9 right here. Look, attack boost 4 did not go off, and look how much damage I still did. and my Nova is going to do a ton of damage as well. So the Ventus and Maleficent Dragon are game changing when it comes to Coliseum. But for everything else, guys, all this events, all this Proud Plus, you don't need that much general defense down. The negative 60 traits really help, so on and so on. But copying your Kairi really does replace a lot of that because of how many buffs and debuffs there is. So if you want to save some jewels, try out this combination here, especially if the last 2 medals have negative 60 traits on them. They're going to do some insane damage just because how many buffs and debuffs copying this medal 3 times does. Now, the only issue is SP, but I just restore SP as I go. So, there you go. Sora, and then my 5th medal, and also my friend medal, just because copying Kairi twice. Now, it's not the greatest thing. It's not the best thing I could be doing, but it's allowing me to continue in Coliseum in the top 1000. So, medals like HT Ventus are not really needed. Like, it's not chase worthy, which I'm trying to get at. You don't need a chase for that double general defense down, because one, Maleficent Dragon's in the pole system now. He's in the pole system. HD form Sora's going to be coming in the pole system as well. And we might get Tsum Tsum medals, and if Tsum Tsum medals are like the World Final Fantasy medals and the Kiara medals, if they're guaranteed every pull, you have a chance at the Riku and Sora medal or extra attack on some of them on the 1-tier ones. They can become general defense AoE medals, but you just can't copy them for their extra attack. Your copy medal has to have extra attack as well. So you have lots of options. That's all I'm saying. This banner, in my opinion, you can sit back and relax, especially if you pull the 0.2 Kairi. Just double copy that Kairi. Even if you can't double copy the Kairi, copy it once and then add your own general defense down, and you can make it pretty far in Coliseum. It's what I'm doing on my free-to-play account, and I'm doing it on my main account, and it's working out nicely. I'll still post out that video about Coliseum as soon as I can. I'm going to do my final push on both of them. At the moment, my main account, you just saw top 1000, and I can still push easily. And my free-to-play account's like top 8,000 at the moment, or top 9,000. So, these banner, or this banner, there's not more than one besides 0.2 Kairi. Ventus is a very, very good Coliseum medal. And obviously for any quests that come out that have high-level enemies, like 500 plus. But mainly for Coliseum. Very, very good medal. But we can do without at the moment. By showing you the examples I showed you. I know this video is a little bit longer. I just want to throw as much as I want to put in there that related to this banner, and give you guys kind of like a breathing room to see that you don't need these double general times 2 tier general defense down. That's screwy anyways. Tier 2 down general defense AoE medals. You can get away by copying your 0.2 Kairi, or other ways like getting extra attack on Smee, Owl, so on and so on. So you have options. Just keep that in mind. And there is more chances at getting these AoE general defense down medals as we go through the game. This is not the final answer here. So do what you guys want to do. Just remember, in the end, enjoy the game. It's fun. Just find what part you enjoy the most. Do you like Union Cross? Do you like doing events? Do you like story mode, proud mode? Do you just like fooling around once in a while? Do you just like making top 10,000? There's so much to do. Just find what you guys enjoy and pull for that. And then eventually you'll become powerful in everything, just like I did on my account and my free-to-play account. Eventually everything comes together. Just find something you enjoy, because if you don't enjoy it, it's not going to come together. It just won't. So that's all I got for you guys. Hopefully you make some good decisions. Me personally, saving for Sephiroth EX. Anything in between there, I don't really have my hopes up high for. Especially the other EX medals, I can stay away from them. Sephiroth is something I really, really want, because I enjoy high score challenges. So on my main account, I pull for stuff that is going to help me in high score challenges. And once I got my high score challenge game down where I'm comfortable, then I work on my Coliseum game. Because if you're working on your Coliseum game works for everything else in the game. So keep that in mind. But that's all I got for you. So as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Keep on smiling, and I'll see you in the next one.